Now, welcome back to the channel, all my hustlers and grinders and go-getters, the ones that wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, say, I'm going to get this money. It's Matt and the JoJo, and we're back with another one. And it's springtime out here in Sonoma County. Let me tell you, we are busy. And the reason why, we put in the work.
Yeah, well, we're busy like it's spring, but it's not spring. It's raining outside and it's cold. But yeah, we are live and, saying hi to you as you join in. We do have a special guest today, but we're not going to bring him out yet. Our video we are talking about today is tips for when you're starting your junk removal business. Because when we first started, we made some mistakes. And so, we kept track of those mistakes, and we often like to talk about them in videos so you don't have to make the same mistakes that we did when we first started. And the very first tip we have for you before you start a junk removal business is to check out your population. Don't be in a rural, community with only, 2,000 people living in your whole town and think you're going to make a ton of money doing junk removal, because you need the population for it to work out. Our county that we service has between 400 and 500,000 people. And that's not, the biggest population ever, but it's good for us. And I would suggest that, you start with nothing really too much smaller than that.
So one thing you want to do too is definitely check your population and then do a bunch of research and watch a bunch of videos on YouTube. There's so many channels out there that you can watch. There's Around Town Junk Removal. There's Andrew with Jedi Junk Removal. You definitely want to check him out. There's Forget About It Junk Removal, Easy Go, Junk Teens, Us. There's so many people you can watch out there and take little tips from and put it into your business. And that's how we learned back in the day. We watched Tim Doss with Junk Mob, and we took a bunch of notes, and guess what? We're very, very successful. So
yeah. And it doesn't matter, anything you want to learn how to do, go to YouTube University and you can learn it. And we have so many videos. I think it's over like 1,000 videos now.
We have a bunch of videos now.
Yes, that tell you how you can do this also. And whether it's a side hustle or full-time, you can make so much money in junk removal. And another tip when first starting this business is looking professional, because that, is something that we didn't do. Matt would show up at, to quote jobs and give estimates and stuff wearing just a t-shirt, and we just didn't look the part right away. So when you start, look professional. Even if you don't have the money to do, full-blown uniforms, at least have a shirt that has like the name of your business so that, you look professional when you show up.
The more professional you look, the more money you'll make. Back in the day when I would show up to jobs, I was wearing a white t-shirt and maybe a logo on my hat. My truck wasn't really wrapped really nice, and people used to lowball me. Since I look professional, I got the nice decals, our trucks are clean. Guess what happens? You make more money the more professional you look. You can charge more money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you absolutely can. Another thing is start with what you have. Start with what you have. Don't go into debt, getting the biggest and baddest and greatest looking truck. Start with what you have and start this business as a side hustle. That's a great way to start junk removal. Just starting with what you have and doing some jobs on the side just to kind of get a feel for your area and see how much your phone is going to ring for junk removal.
And then let the market tell you when to grow. And one thing you definitely want to do is tuck your money away and reinvest it into yourself, into your business, and let the market tell you when to grow. Don't go out there and buy a bunch of dump trucks and dump trailers and be in debt. And then you're in an area where there's not many people that need trash hauled away, and you're wondering what the hell happened. You're calling Matt Vick up saying, hey, my phone is not ringing. What can I do? There's so many things you can do, but you definitely want to have the right population and start it as a side hustle.
Yeah. And the next thing you want to do is go to like your local dump and landfill and your donation centers. You want to figure out what you're going to do with the junk that you get. How much is it going to cost you to get rid of? How much does it cost to get rid of mattresses and refrigerators and your donation centers? Like, where can you go to take the things that really those people didn't want anymore, but they don't belong in the landfill? People can use them. So definitely do your homework and know where you want to, take the junk that you pick up from people's houses.
And then the next thing you want to do when you first start your business is get on every single free platform out there. Start building these relationships with realtors, property managers, maid services, liquidators, organizers. There's so many people out there that will need your service. And then also you want to add them to your Facebook page. So whenever you're posting all the time, they see what you're doing. We make so much money off of realtors and property managers. Like today, we did a job for a property manager that's been using us for 4 years. We did 2 full loads today in the rain, JoJo. He keeps us so busy. So you got to get these people on the team, and you got to be on every single free platform and stay consistent and be advertising every single day. And we got a super chat from my boy.
We do.
Forget about that junk removal.
I wonder how come it's not showing up.
I'm not sure.
Oh, because I want to click on it and have it be.
Let me double tap it real quick. Boom.
It didn't work.
It's not working. Anyways, if you guys haven't checked out Forget About It Junk Removal, make sure you go to his channel, subscribe. He has a lot of good information on there. He's brand new into the junk business. And let me tell you, he's going to be a monster at it. He's going to get that money. He's going to make shit happen. He's out in New York, but he's my next door neighbor now.
He is. And he's got a great looking truck. I'm telling you, his truck is out of this world. Out of this world. So another thing, it's a mistake that we made, but a top tip for starting a junk removal business is having a good CRM. Because when we first started our junk removal business, we didn't have one. We did one the old school way. We, put it on a calendar. We made, little Post-it notes. And we just, that's how we were keeping track of and scheduling our jobs. And, and we were really what you would call in that comfort zone of that's how we did it.
Let's keep it real. We were ghetto as hell. We were running a ghetto ass business. One thing you definitely want is a CRM. The more organized you are, the more money you'll make. So remember 2 things: stay organized and always look professional. And trust me, you'll make more money that way. So you definitely want to get a CRM. We messed up back in the day. We lost a lot of numbers and contacts. We could have put it in there, JoJo.
We did. If we would have started with a good CRM right from the beginning, we would have such a good client list. And, and then we wouldn't have had to, relearn something. If we would have just started with a good CRM from the very, very beginning, and we didn't. So if you are starting a junk removal business, you should definitely, have a good CRM. And with that, we should bring Andrew from Autopilot out so he can talk about the best CRM out there.
Well, hold on. I think there's 3 things you really need in the trash business.
What's that?
You need a button to push to dump your loads. You need a good CPA, and you also need a CRM. And my boy got the CRM. And just so you guys know, me and the JoJo are investors in the Autopilot. Let's introduce my boy, Andrew.
Hey, thanks for that intro.
What's going on?
So how you guys doing?
Doing good. We're busy, and blessed. So how you doing?
Yeah, good, man. And I love that sales pitch, but it couldn't be further from the truth, because starting with the CRM sets the precedent and where you're going to go. Like it really sets you up for success. And it sounds like as cheesy as it sounds or whatever, like if you start with the CRM, it just kind of puts you in that mindset of, oh, this means freaking business. I'm not messing around. I'm putting data in my system. I'm seeing my numbers. I have automated text going. So guys, do you need a CRM from day one? No, absolutely not. Should you? Absolutely. if you're going to take business serious and you don't want to be like Matt and the JoJo in the beginning, where what did you say? You guys were ghetto?
We were ghetto as hell.
We didn't know any better, and now we do.
Yeah, so I 100% agree on that, and we're going to dive deeper into that in just a second. And I've actually made a list here of like the benefits. I know it off the top of my head, but I just wanted to, like have it here of how you can justify paying the $50 a month for a CRM if you're just starting. Like, let's say you have no jobs. How could you? Why would it be worth getting a CRM? What's the benefits? Like, so we'll go through that. But Matt and JoJo, thank you for being investors and having faith in me. You guys know my goal, guys. Anybody who wants to go put in a few $100 and bigger investors like Matt and JoJo, I'm going to turn this into $1 billion company by building something I wish I had. Granted, we are in beta. There are some bugs, but it's getting better and better over time. We're going up against companies that have hundreds of millions of dollars. And the fact that we've even built something that's comparable. And so thank you for having me on, guys. And I'd love to talk about my CRM and give you guys tips and ask questions too, guys. Please, ask questions. The Matt and JoJo could, whether it's junk removal questions or autopilot questions. So what's up?
So $49 a month is super damn cheap nowadays. You can't even go out to eat now and spend $49 for a meal going out with you and your woman. But that's just $49 for your business, for your future, something that you can sell later on. It's so valuable. And you said that it's a guarantee money back if you don't like.
So the offer, because you guys are investors, this is an offer that only stands with you guys. I mean, you can only get in if you guys have Matt and JoJo's code. By the way, Matt and JoJo is the code, but we'll say that all later. But yes, there is so many benefits if you guys sign up through Matt and JoJo. There is, of course, a money back guarantee. $50 isn't even that much money, but if you don't like it, no questions asked, or it doesn't work for you, or for whatever reason, which I know 99% of people, you will love it. You can ask for your money back. No questions asked. There's a cancel button in the account. Like, I'm not one of those people where you have to call up and make this difficult. Like, if you don't, you can cancel and get your $50. But if you can cancel your subscription, if you want your $50 back, there's a little message, shoot me a message. No questions asked. I'm not going to do, only because it's Matt and JoJo, and even in general, even in general. So money back guarantee. However, with Matt and JoJo's code, you get grandfathered in. That exists nowhere else. We all know what grandfathered means. When the AT&T and T-Mobile increased their phone plans, you were grandfathered in, and if you canceled and you went back, you went from $50 a month to $150 a month. So, guys, Workies is $225 a month starting. Okay, House Call Pro, they have a $90 a month plan, but an $80 a month plan, but that does not come with all the features as their $180 a month plan. Our $50 plan compares to their $180 a month plan. So $50 a month, money back guarantee, no setup fees, no deposits, early access, into which you need a code to get early access. And early access means you're grandfathered in, and you get all the benefits of what all these other CRMs would have. So and we'll dive deeper into that. But money back guarantee, early access. You can't get in without Matt and JoJo's code, and grandfathered early access.
No contract.
There it is. No contract. Workies. And I'm not, by the way, guys, I'm not hating. If any of the other companies out there, you're spying on me, you're watching Jobber, House Call Pro, I'm not hating, but just comparing. There's no Workies has a 1-year contract. If you pay up front, they give you a little discount from like $2,700 a month, I think, to $2,700 for the year. If you pay up front, it goes down to $2,200, or you pay the $225 a month with a 1-year contract, and it's $2,700 a month. You get almost everything Workies has. We're this close to having everything they have. This close. In a few months, we'll have every feature they have and more. But I think we're going to be better priced, easier to use, and just more intuitive. Just so much more intuitive. We're going to have our special sauce as well, which we'll talk about. But guys,
So you really can't beat that. $50 a month, no contract. You don't sign up and all of a sudden it's like a storage unit where you get in there for $100 and then all of a sudden a year later it's $250.
Yeah.
So hey, that's super damn cheap.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that at all. I wish it would have been $50 back in the day for us, JoJo. If we signed up, damn, that's super damn cheap.
Yep.
Cisco Garcia.
Yeah, he has a question. Can we add to and personalize the message on autopilot?
Absolutely. So once you get approved, your account gets approved, you can personalize any of the status messages: on my way, completed, in progress, job scheduled. You can even customize employee notifications, subcontractor notifications. So like if an employee is on a job, you can customize notifications that the employee gets versus what the client gets. There's so much you can do. And yeah, 100%. Hey, Matt and JoJo, you guys have your custom review link in your automated text, right?
Yeah, we do. And one thing that my customers loved was when I started using autopilot, they would get the message before. When I booked the job, they automatically got a message with the time and everything. The first 2 customers I showed up to, hey, I like that new feature you guys. I said, you know what? It's my buddy's app he just built. So give me some feedback. And they're like, no, we like that. I mean, once I booked with them, they got a text message with the time that will be there. Then they got a reminder. They loved it.
They actually told us how much they liked our new system.
That's cool. And we have a new feature coming out soon, Matt and JoJo, that you may or may not like, but we have a feature coming out where you can turn this on, and every customer that you have the next day, you can set a time, 5 o'clock at night, 6. You set the time, and it sends a text message to customers the following day. Hey, this is just a reminder of your appointment at 8 a.m. So if you have 10 customers tomorrow morning, or 1 or 2 or 5, at 7 o'clock every night, whatever time you desire, it'll send out a reminder text of their job the following day. So that'll be a new feature coming soon.
No, that's awesome, because every once in a while you get a cancellation when you're heading that way. You'll kind of know the night before if someone wants to cancel. So I like that a lot. Exactly. So and I made a list here. If you guys, if you want me to go down the list of like the benefits, I think
sure,
of why it, because this video's title was tips of, what was it? Tips of making money in junk removal. Starting a junk removal business.
Yep.
So I made a list of why a CRM can make you money. So here's the benefits, guys, that I think for the newcomers, because I feel like that's who we're talking to mostly, to justify a CRM, right? Especially even if you get 1 job a month, I still think it's worth getting a CRM. So we're going to start with number 1. Reasons CRMs make you money. Reason number 1. You're going to build your brand by getting more reviews, period. Now, what I mean by this is a lot of you will think in time that you will remember to ask the customer for a review, and that you will personally send out a text message every time. But as business gets tougher and more difficult, and operations increase and stress increases, you slowly start to forget to send out those text messages, right? It's just the nature of the human. So you'll never forget to send out reviews with automated text messages and follow-ups. So if you have a system and you put the job in and you mark it done, it does all the heavy lifting for you. Building more reviews brings you more brand, which brings you more money. So it helps you build your brand. Now, there might be the OCD people out there who will never forget to send a text message, but I promise you, 99% of the world, life gets difficult, and we just forget to send out those text messages for customers. So having a system where it's just done for you is so nice. Second, that's number 1. Second reason CRMs can make you money faster. You can get paid faster. A lot of people who start can't accept credit card. They're all over the place with Zelle and cash, and I can only take cash and I can take check. And you kind of look unprofessional. You can't take credit cards. So what's really cool about our system is you can send out invoices. They can pay with the invoice. You can take credit card on the spot with our platform. You can punch in the credit card number. You can send out invoices. They can pay their invoice online or in front of you and the customer. And they can also pay with credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay. So you immediately go from Craigslist guy who only takes cash, and that's kind of fucking sketchy, to a guy who immediately has professional invoices and can take credit cards, Google Pay, Apple Pay, and you look professional. So you get paid faster and you could take more payment methods. Right? Okay.
That right there is worth $50 a month right there. Just that
Right.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3 of how you make more money, you look more professional from day one. Just like they said, have a branded truck. Don't look like a scrub in a white t-shirt with a sideways crooked hat. You know, look professional. Look like, have a collared shirt or a nice shirt. And even if it's not collared, have your logo, have a dump truck, look professional. Be in professional gear with steel-toed boots and look the part. But also what makes you look professional from day one is professional invoices and estimates and the ability to accept credit cards and automated follow-ups, completed texts, on my way texts, scheduled texts. All of these things implemented in the system make you look more professional. So you look professional from day one, which makes you more money. And so getting more reviews, build brands gets you more money. Getting paid faster and accepting more payment methods and having invoices gets you more money. Looking professional from day one makes you more money.
Hey, you know where this is from? Mo money, mo money, mo. You know where that's off of?
No, I don't. Wait, what is it?
That's in Living Color. Come on now, the Homeboy Networks. Mo money, mo money, mo. You never watched that on Living Color?
No, you're gonna send it to me later. I feel like I should know it. Mo money.
Yeah.
I've
money,
heard that.
Mo money, mo.
Mo money, mo. I've heard that. But
In Living Color.
In Living Color.
Number 4.
Let's
and hey, guys, if you have questions about junk removal in general, please ask Matt and JoJo.
Oh, there's a bunch of questions right now.
CRM. Yeah, why don't you answer a couple questions, and I'll get to number 4 after.
So, Admired wants to know dump truck or trailer.
I'm going to tell you like this. You can make the same amount of money with a dump truck as you could with a trailer. So whatever you can afford, start that way and eventually get a dump truck. It's easier to drive and send people out, but they'll both make you the same amount of money.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah. We had we started with a truck and trailer and made great money. So whatever you have and can start with, do that.
That's a good, my camera. That's a good point. You can, because my Ventura location, I had the truck and trailer the entire time. LA, I had a dump truck, but the truck and trailer made the same amount of money as my LA location.
So Jay asked, where would I take 11 55-gallon paint bins?
Do they have paint in them?
I'm pretty sure they got paint in them. So one thing you can do that my buddy does, I don't know about 55-gallon paint bins, but he gets a bunch of the 5-gallon paint cans and all that, and he puts them on Facebook Marketplace for free. And a lot of painters use that paint for primer, and they just paint over, and he puts it on there for free, but you got to take all. So you could try to do that. Or I know back in the day, what'd you do with a bunch of paint you had? You paid someone on Craigslist $100?
Wow, you remember that?
I remember that. I was like, that's smart. Yeah.
There's 2 things you could do. You could take all of them and put kitty litter in them, a little bit of kitty litter. Then the next day they'll be dried out. Number 2 is I went to Craigslist and got rid of a bunch. I'm talking a bunch of paint. Now there is the thing you don't know what these guys are going to do, right? But that's you paid them. They say they're going to take it responsibly, but they took the paint. They met me up in the back of my pickup truck, and it was full of paint, and it took it for like $120. And I charged like $2,000. No, it was actually like $1,500 to take all that paint. I charged $1,500, outsourced it to a guy on Craigslist. I was like, yo, I took a picture of my truck, went to Craigslist. I was like, yo, I need to get rid of all this paint. How much? One guy quoted me $120. He came with his pickup truck, and we just transferred the paint to his pickup truck. And, when I posted that tip, a lot of people gave me grief for it. They're like, he's probably just going to dump it on the side of the road. And I'm like, that sucks if he does that, but that's not my problem. I paid a guy who told me he's going to take responsibility. No, but I mean, it's like he told me he was going to be responsible with it. I believe him. I believe in the good of humans. So I believe in the good of humans. If they tell me something, I believe it.
So another thing you can do too is stop by a paint store and drop it off there. A lot of paint stores do take paint. Like Andrew said, the cat litter works. And out here we have a paint and chemical place you can drop off paints to. So you can check in your area too. So
we have something like this. One last thing I'll mention is it's only weekends. It's weekends only hazardous waste drop-offs for residents. Every weekend you can take up to X amount of gallons. I forget what it was, but it's for residents. So find your weekend hazardous waste free drop-offs. They probably exist in most counties, but the thing is, it's for residents. You can't show up in your business vehicle. And they also allow you to I think the limit was 5 gallons per drop-off. So you can show up with 5 or something gallons of paint in your personal vehicle, but it's free. And so you could technically take it and then go swap it into your personal vehicle, find the free hazardous waste drop-off sites. We had that in Los Angeles, lots of weekend hazardous drop-off sites for residents.
Right on. So Junk Punk said, go ahead, JoJo.
Hey, Sonoma, thank you for being here. Have you used Perfect Click? No, we have not used that. And how do you obtain larger jobs?
So the way that we get larger jobs is pretty much a lot of referrals, a lot of repeat customers, and our commercial jobs are really big most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's really just being on the map pack on the first page. We rank on Google on the maps on the first page. We got really good reviews. We're always on social media, on Facebook, posting all the time. We do great work and people refer us. And we actually landed our huge job that we just landed at Hoarder House. It was a referral. So you just got to get your brand out there.
Really, we get the large jobs the same way we get our smaller ones. It's just.
Yeah. And the warehouse job that we got, the guy was in Chicago. And since we rank on the first page on Google, he found us and called me up. And that's how we got that job. Yeah. So hopefully
it wasn't from a Google Ads.
No, we don't pay for Google Ads. Never. We're lucky over here. We're blessed. Yeah. So let's see. When will reviews be filtered to 5 stars only? What should I say right there?
When will reviews be filtered to? Oh, hold on. When will reviews be? Go ahead.
Oh, so you know what? I've been thinking about adding this feature. It's what you're talking about. House Call Pro has a feature where when you click the link, it goes to instead of going straight to Google, what he's talking about is, I'm going to call it Review Guard, right? I forget what House Call Pro calls it. And it goes to a House Call Pro review page. Okay. It's pretty creative. And then if they select 3 stars, it goes to a personal leave a review on House Call Pro.
Oh, I heard about that.
If they select 4 stars, it redirects to Google, and then they have to go to, and then you click 4 stars again on Google, but the customer doesn't really know what's happening. Mm-hmm. It's like a trick, right? Yep. So the 3 stars and under, the reviews go to your personal inbox on Autopilot or House Call Pro. If they click 4 or 5, it redirects them to Google. So it's like a little trick. Google does not like that. However, I'm going to call it Review Guard, and we will implement that at some point. But the solution is this: if you piss off a customer, don't let them get the review link for now. You can kind of feel the vibes when you're like, I ain't sending him a freaking link. This dude was a butthead.
So Trash Bandits has a question for you.
Trash Bandits, we unfortunately work the same way right now. However, that is a good idea. Nobody has actually ever suggested an estimate, because I kind of just used what Workies and House Call Pro, because that's how I always did it. I just sent out an estimate, never an estimate range, which is weird that I've never thought about that, but I just didn't. But that's a good idea. That is something I can implement and put it in the pipeline. Thank you. I'm going to write that down right now. I'm going to go. So thank you. Sarah Load Runners, you can add custom tax rates. So what you can technically do, if you're not, you can add a custom tax rate and just call it credit card fees. And so you can just add. So the answer is yes, you could do that. The answer is yes. Is Stripe dealing? Yes. So I ran my business the same way, Cisco. I used Clover because I love the Clover machine. So what you do is you just mark the job paid in Autopilot with other credit card processing machine. And then you just run it on Clover. So you still market paid in Autopilot, and then you use Clover. Will the two ever link together in the future? Yes, but not within the next few months.
So,
So
how
I think
long? Hey, I got a question for you, Andrew. I know it's just you and your buddy building the software. How long have you guys been building it? I know we've been investors for, I think, what, 6 months now?
Yeah, so we've been building this since before the last event. February was my meetup in California that you guys came to. So that's a year. And it was probably 4 months, 5 months before that. So we're at a year and I want to say close to a year and a half. And you got to think like there's an Android app, there's an iOS app, there's a web app, and then there's the marketing tools, there's the phone system, the online booking. Speaking of online booking, that's number 4. We'll get that in a minute. But the answer to your question, man, I've been building this shy of a year and a half. And that's with 2 people. And Ryan has been by himself doing this for the last 6 months because now I get so many phone calls that I don't have time to code anymore. So Ryan, we're actually hiring some engineers soon. And we're going to actually start looking for VC venture capital money. So we're going for $1 million to $2 million raise here soon. So we're going to get some big money coming in soon to really, I'm going to hire like 5. If what I've done with 2 engineers, me and my business partner, and I have built something that I think goes toe to toe, pretty much does go toe to toe with our competitors, and they've raised $180 million. Imagine what I can do with $1 million to $2 million. Just, bro, I'm going to make us all. Every investor here is going to be making some big money. So I know, I feel it in my soul. So yeah, year and a half to answer your question.
And you're just a dork in the closet, you told me too.
Hey, look, I've moved to the bedroom.
Hey, you're moving on up now. Right on, right on.
So hey, real quick before I forget, we'll go back to the questions. Can I do number 4 reasons why CRMs before I forget? Yep. Reason number 4, guys. Reason number 4, online booking. If you don't have a website and you don't have a way for customers to contact you, you're losing those people there's people who don't want to get on the phone. So if you have a nice online booking system and it goes right into your calendar, your schedule, and you get a pop-up, a notification, what's that going to do? That's going to make you more money.
And then most people that do online booking, they're not price shopping either. They want to get the junk hauled away. So it's even better. Just
show up as soon as you can. And they'll book it for today. They'll book it for tomorrow. And they don't care. Just show up, give me a price and do it. Get it done. So those are the 4 reasons CRMs make you money that I feel like are like the big ones. I have other things that we'll go over in just a minute. Other things that benefit your company later. If you start a CRM early, things that are very important that benefit you in the long term, setting you up for success. You know, everybody always thinks about something as shoulda, coulda, woulda. So if you start now, these things will benefit you greatly in the end. But I'll let you guys go through some more questions.
So Cisco has a question.
He said, will there ever be a feature if someone does accept or agree to an estimate to leave a reason why?
That is interesting. Usually estimates only have an approve or decline, but I like the adding a text box for why did you decline the estimate, or maybe just like customer, like they can leave notes. Because if I were ever to decline an estimate as a customer, I don't think I would like put the just say. But I do like that idea, Cisco. That is not if you can. I'm going to write all these ideas down. I'm writing all the ideas down in a notepad right now that people are mentioning. So thank you for the ideas. I'm going to write that one down too. Estimate decline reasons. Okay.
So American Junk Buster has a question. Do you think that all customers are going to try to find the cheapest junk removal company, or are there some who don't care about it? So I'm going to tell you like this. When someone calls you up, your main goal is to get them on the schedule. You don't want to give them a price over the phone. That gives them an opportunity to shop around. What you want to do is put them on the calendar, get there as soon as possible. When you show up, back your truck up into their driveway, let them know you're ready to do the job, and give them a free estimate. You'll land more jobs that way. But if you're giving quotes over the phone when people are calling you up or sending you texts, a lot of times that gives people opportunities to shop around. So there are a lot of cheap people out there. You got to find your right audience. So for us, we target certain areas where the money's at.
Yeah. And he says something interesting at the end where I feel like I'm always going back and forth with my pricing. So, you know, have your set price for your full load, your quarter load, your half load. Don't let a customer tell you what you should charge. You can always ask like if it's more than that person wants to spend, you can always find out what their budget is and then work with them. Maybe you wouldn't take everything, but for that price we can take these things, or what is your priority to get rid of, and for that price we can take care of your priority. Really get in there, talk with your your customer, find out their why. Most important thing, find out their why and then solve their why. Let them know how you are the person that can take care of whatever their why is. You're the person that's going to get rid of their problem. So don't be changing your prices like all over the board. You need to be pretty, set in your price with just a wiggle room of negotiation, so that you walk away with some money in your pocket. It wasn't a waste of time.
And then one thing you want to do too, that I always do whenever we show up to a customer's house, is we BS with the customer for about 2 to 3 to 4 minutes, have the customer like us before we give them a price. You never want to show up to a job, say, hey, how's it going? Let me see your trash you got. This is a price. No, you want to shake their hand, call them by their first name, compliment on their house, their ugly ass dog they have, get to know the people, build that relationship, make them like you, and then hit them with the price. That's what we do over here.
Kyle says, just remember, 1-800-GOT-JUNK is double our prices, so don't worry about it. 1-800-GOT-JUNK should not be double your price, I don't think.
No.
So you should adjust your pricing. They should be more. You should be comparative and competitive. So you should be less than 1-800-GOT-JUNK, but not 2 times as less. Like, you need to be making really good money. So Kyle Turner, make sure you are not the cheapest hauler around, because you don't want to be known as the cheapest hauler. You want to get your money and get what you're worth, so you can grow a business.
He's messing around right now, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't give him he's an investor in Autopilot. He's messing with you.
I already knew that. I didn't know he's an investor, but I know he's been in the business for a while.
Yeah. So he uses Jobber. He's going to be switching over soon once we get a few features built. But might as well answer his question. Have you ever used Jobber or no?
Never used them. They're hitting me up all the time, but I never used them.
I don't like Jobber.
Hey, it's Autopilot or die over here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Autopilot or die. Ooh, that's a good question, Robert Resco.
Oh, did you hire someone for SEO on your site? And if you're asking us, no, we do. I don't know if you follow us much, but we really do preach doing things yourself. And it isn't even something I knew how to do. I learned how to do it. But we don't put money in other people's pockets, really. So we did our own SEO. I did our own website. We edit our own videos. We really do everything ourselves.
Well, hold on. I did put some money in Andrew's pocket. So Andrew, don't let me down. That's all I gotta say with Autopilot.
Brother. I'm not going to. Don't you worry. Yeah. Hey, no pressure, right?
No pressure. Hey, I already told you I'm gonna come to your house if it don't work out. So Wrangler said, "Oh, don't worry. I have only 5-star reviews. Just really like it for security." Okay, let's see.
Don't lie, bro. Don't lie. You're getting those 1 stars. You're trying to filter them out, Wrangler. I'm just kidding.
He wants to.
I think Wrangler's. Hey, Wrangler. I think you're an investor. You're an investor too, man.
So how many investors are in the building right now? Leave a comment down below if you guys are investors.
We got a couple big investors like Matt and JoJo, but then we got a lot of investors who, put in the minimum of 500. And your 500 is going to turn into some big money too, guys. So I appreciate all. But yeah, if you guys are investors, how many investors do we have in here? Oh yeah, honey, my girl's in here. She says she's an investor. Here, there's a good question in here that I want to answer by Jeffrey Landon. It's a couple comments down. Can you pull him up?
Couple comments down. Let's see. Yeah.
Can you put a button on autopilot?
Boom. There you go.
So Jeffrey, that is a good idea. I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to do that, but I'll see. I'm good at coding, but I don't know if I can code a wife to be nicer, but I'll see what I can do. Okay.
Do you think it's a good idea to rent a dumpster to get rid of my trash instead of going to the dump all the time? So it would depend. Is this a question for a great big job? Do you have a big hoarder house, or something with lots of acreage and it's just really time consuming? And with your truck or trailer, it's going to be like 10, 12, 20, 30 loads. It might be more beneficial to get a dumpster that you can put everything into instead of going back and forth to the dump. But if you're thinking just at your house to do things so you don't have to go back and forth to the dump, I would say no to that. But yes, if you're doing it for a job. I'm a little unclear of what you meant by
that. Short answer, no, but it's coming soon. Everybody uses Stripe mostly. So you can still use a Square machine, but you can use Stripe on autopilot to send out invoices and money will go right to your bank account. But soon.
So
Okay.
David asked, how do we deal with bed bugs and roaches? So one thing that we do is we double the price. We actually just did a job. Was it yesterday I called you up, Andrew? We did a job. It was a hoarder house or hoarder room. And let me tell you, when I opened that door, there was mice running around that room. I seen them everywhere. I never seen nothing like that in my life. I opened the door. I was like, holy shit, we're in the hood too, right? And I'm like, okay. So we more than doubled the price on that job. I mean, I hit them with a high price. I didn't want to do the job, but we did suit up, wore respirators. And one thing you want to do, if there's bed bugs, you can stop at like the storage unit places and grab those bags, the moving bags. And what you want to do is when you grab mattresses, throw them in the moving bags and throw them in the back of the truck. But you definitely want to double or triple your price. And when you get home, make sure you take your clothes off and throw them in the washing machine ASAP. You don't want to get home.
I was just gonna say, just as soon as you get home, strip naked, throw it in the wash. Yeah,
straight up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Right.
Yeah, man. I've had some gnarly, nasty jobs. You hit them with that high price, hoping they say no, but you're like, if they say yeah, okay, fine, I'll take the $2,000-$3,000. But they're like, yes. You're like, oh shit, okay, let's go make this money.
Well, that's what happened yesterday. I was like, holy shit, we're done like in less than an hour, like 50 minutes or something like that. Yeah, it was like I love the trash business that day. I was like, holy shit.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Monica, it was nice meeting you and your wife at the Junk Expo. And yes, that is a great idea. However, there is one major flaw in this idea. And Monica, so many people have hit me up for this idea. There's one major flaw. Perception and what's hidden under everything else makes it literally kind of impossible because people hide shit under stuff and also perspective angles. Now, is it possible to get like a rough? Maybe, but it's just, I don't think it would be feasible long term. You would do it and you'd be like, okay, every time I get to a job. So I don't think it would make sense, but it's not to say it's not possible. So I have thought about it and we'll see. AI is getting crazy. Maybe AI is going to have x-ray vision soon. Who knows?
Yeah. I also think it's just, I don't know, because the pricing in junk removal has so much to do with like where you're from and your area and what your dump costs and then how far you're traveling. To me, this is more of like COGS. You'll get your price of what you should probably charge through like going through your COGS. And if people don't know what that is, it's cost of goods. It's like, how much is this job going to cost you to do? And then how much do you want to make, after all your expenses?
And then sometimes the pile can be like way in the backyard. You got to fetch that stuff. So you definitely don't want to give a set price on something like that. You want to be able to bump that price up.
Yeah. And you might be having to deal with like an elevator, 5th floor, 6th floor, 7th floor, and your cart doesn't fit on the elevator. There's just so many little things that you have to,
So I want to give a shout out to my buddy Gary with Easy Go Junk Removal. I think every man should strive to be like Gary. Let me tell you something. He is a beast. He just had he's got a hip surgery, right? He's got hip replacement 10 weeks ago, right? And I talked to him yesterday, and he did, I think, 5 or 4 loads yesterday after 10 weeks getting his hip replaced. I was like, holy shit, Gary, you're a beast. So Easy Go Junk Removal. He has a YouTube channel. Make sure you go over there and say what's up and let him know that Sonoma Strong Hauling sent you. So you should get about 69 subscribers, Gary.
Yeah, you know what? Not only that, I'm going to plug something else. Because he also has a YouTube channel where he talks about nutrition and muscle building. And
oh, I didn't know that.
He does. And it's fairly new. He just started it. But, like, he's in great shape. Like, he is in amazing shape. We should all strive to be as healthy as him.
Oh, so we got an investor in there. That's your wife. You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Cute picture, though.
So we got another one here, I believe.
That's her. That picture is like, I think, man, when I met her, she had that picture. So that her and I've been together for 6 years now. So that picture is at least 8 years old.
So is Golden Bear Hauling and Junk Removal an investor? I do believe.
Yep. Hey, speaking of Gary, I want to answer one of Gary's questions just really quick. Gary, by the way, I've submitted for your approval for A2P messages. We'll get a response within a couple days, within 2, like getting approved for text messaging is always a process, but it should be approved soon. And to answer your question, when do you think beta will be through? Gary, to answer your question about when beta will technically be through is in 2 months, meaning all of the major bugs will be gone in 2 months. When do I plan to announce to the world that we're at a beta and we have a free trial, an actual, like, you can go try it and all that stuff, and it's open to the world publicly to see? That is coming in October. And there's a reason why in October, and I can't discuss why yet, but October will be the big reveal. So it's not to say you can't sign up and we can't use it and the product's not going to be great. You guys can use Matt and JoJo's code, but yeah, that's it. No.
So we got another investor right there. Someone asked, how can I invest?
Ooh, yeah. So minimum investment's $500, and you get lots of perks to it if you want to invest. It's on every single video description of my videos on YouTube. There's an investment link, but if you just go to, the only way to get there is you got to go to my YouTube channel, go to one of my videos, expand it, and it'll say invest in autopilot. So it's funny you say this, my choice shipping, because technically everything's subjective here. Temu is orange. You go to Duda website builder, it's orange. You go to Facebook, it's blue. You go to House Call Pro, it's blue. You go to Workies, they're yellow. You go to Jobber, they're green. So I want to say my choice shipping, colors are subjective to the person building it and what they want to do. So can I go to green? Sure. I decided on blue, but House Call Pro is blue, Workies is yellow, and Jobber's green. I like the blue, but is it to say I'm against green and wouldn't go to green? No, absolutely not. But we'll get there. I want to build out all the features first before I start going like, should I do blue, green, yellow, orange? I just kind of picked a color and went with it.
Yeah, I actually really like the light blue. I like it.
You do like the colors that I chose?
Yeah.
Good. My choice shipping doesn't, but hey, maybe I'll make it so you can choose your own colors someday.
So we'll definitely say something about this since we have quite a few people that have tuned in. So next Tuesday, February 18th at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock California time, Forget About It Junk Removal is having a live chat with ladies of junk removal. So that's going to be really cool. I thought that was a really good idea. So a lot of women that do junk removal will be on the show. And that's going to be really good because it's going to maybe give different perspectives. And I'm actually looking forward to it. So I'll be on it.
So this is my buddy right here, Ryan, with Veterans United Junk Removal. Hey, Ryan, you want to get all their information in their phone number and everything and put it in there for a later date.
without
so-
having to enter it all.
Yeah, but yeah.
So that is okay. So we are letting you now enter just no name. And because we keep getting people who see, hey, I want bare minimum. So you can just enter with an email only and a phone number. Why do we want you to not do that? Is because in order to track repeat customers in our system, you want to select the same customer, because then at the end of the year, you can run a report on repeat customers and see how many repeat customers and repeat jobs you've had. But if you're in a hurry, you can leave everything blank and just put in blah, blah, gmail.com and hit enter. And boom, make a temporary client blah at gmail.com. And then, so that's your, and then you can go update it later. So if you're in a hurry, just do blah something at gmail.com. And just, that's the only field you have to put in, and you can quickly enter a job.
But I would definitely get their first and their last name and put it all in there the right way. That's one thing I messed up on with my workies thing. I put people's name in there with just their first name or just a letter or whatever, and it really screwed me up. So you definitely want to get all their information so you can text blast them later on. It sounds more professional when you message someone that you're heading over there by their first name.
Yeah, Ryan, and I totally understand. I remember being on the truck trying to answer the phone call, driving my truck, and like you don't want to miss the call. And then you're trying to I was inputting data while driving the truck, like really dangerous stuff. So I get where you're at, but you know, in those moments, I get it. Do what you got to do, but really make sure when you're on the phone with that customer, and we have call recording too and call transcription, so you can go back and listen. But make sure that you always say, hey, just so you know, who am I talking to? And they'll say, Jessica. You know, always ask who you're talking to so you can at least get that first name. And if you book them, get the last name. You really want a clean database. We're going to actually real quick. Should we transition real quick since we're coming up on 6 o'clock? Should we transition really quick to the other benefits? I think of a CRM really quick.
Yeah, let's hear.
And then you can wrap up with the questions. Jeffrey Landon. Look what Jeffrey said. I can neither confirm nor deny.
So my buddy Ryan said, yeah, but sometimes I'm in a hurry and don't have time. Yeah. Ryan, you can make time, Ryan. I know you. Come on now.
Guys, some other benefits to your company of a CRM I really want to talk about that, so that I didn't cover. Number one, there's 4 things that I said that kind of make you money faster than not using a CRM. Getting more reviews, building brand, getting paid faster, invoices, and being able to take Apple Pay, credit cards, Google Pay, all that stuff. Number three, look professional from day one, which is those customized invoices with your logo, sending out estimates for approval and decline, automated follow-ups, automated text messages, marketing, email tools. So you look professional from day one. Number 4, online booking. Those are 4 things that really will help you generate revenue from day one using this system. Here's the other things that I think a CRM brings massive value, but it's long-term. Number 1, just being organized, period. Okay. It puts you in the mindset of putting data into your system and you stay organized. You have notes on the customer. Imagine over the course of a year, you start having all these customers and then you have these notes on Becky, these notes on Stacy. Maybe Stacy has a rude husband and you put in the comments, talk to Stacy, not her husband. Her husband's a jerk. And you have gate codes and you have all these private notes on the customer and you have how much money each customer. You become organized and you get in this mindset and this flow of just doing things properly. It's like anything in life. If you want to get in shape, what do? You go to the gym consistently. What gets measured gets managed. Okay? What gets measured gets managed. If you don't measure, you don't store data, you're setting yourself up for failure. Number 2, which kind of tags on to piggybacks off number 1, is storing customer data increases the value of your company, period. Because number 1, if you were to ever sell, which you never know, you might want to in 10 years, 20 years, you might be sitting on a $2 million, $3 million business. And Matt and JoJo's like, you know what, JoJo, I just want to go fish in Alaska. Let's just go. Let's cash out $3 million, throw it in the S&P 500, hon. It's 10% a year. Let's go. You never know. And having that customer data is so important. Also, you can remarket to your customers. You can send out Matt and JoJo have yet to you could text blast 2,000 people in a slow season and get some increased sales. You can remarket to them. So storing customer data is so important. Number 3, tracking data. Back to what I said earlier, what gets measured gets managed. If you don't see your numbers, you have nothing to compare against. You can't, if you don't know what you're doing at the end of the month, you don't see your data, you don't see your average job size, you don't see how many jobs you've done, how many customers you've entered, and you can't look at last month's data, you have nothing to go against. I mean, you don't know what you're doing. And there's a rule of thumb in life. People, like, this is a study, like an actual study. I forget people who check their bank accounts every day and look how much money is in the bank, or whether you have $0 or 5 or 20 or 1,000 or 1,000,000, people who look at their bank every day, you're consciously aware of what you're making. Okay. So, and it makes you like, okay, I've got $20. I got to do something with my life. Okay. People who don't check their bank account every day, they're negative. You go negative because you got to check you need data. Data is so important. I don't care if you're doing one job a day. Okay. Number 4, tracking calls. Not everybody needs this from the beginning. Not everybody needs to do this right now. This is kind of a later thing, but it's good to know that if you guys decide to buy 1,000 yard signs and 1,000 door hangers, and you do decide to do Google ads, track it. See how many calls you can have separate phone numbers for each. Matt and JoJo don't need Google ads, but maybe you do. Maybe you want to. Google ads can work. So maybe you want to track where the money's coming from, and having a tracking system lets you track where these leads are coming from. Number 5, see who owes you money. Who hasn't paid up? Time to go collect. See those unpaid bills and other cool stuff, guys, real quick, because we're coming up to 6 o'clock. We have marketing tools built in. You don't have to get other software to blast and email subsequences. Call tracking built in, and a phone call system, which is almost done in 2-3 weeks. We're going to have a full-on system for phone calls, like voicemails, greetings, IVR, call recording, call transcriptions, multiple phone numbers, all kinds of cool stuff built into one system that Workies would charge $300 for. You're going to get for $50. And this, with marketing tools, call tracking, and the phone system and all that stuff, our prices will go up for that. Okay, I want you guys to know that. To get all those benefits and features, it's going to go from 50 to 100 so if you want in on Matt and JoJo's pricing, and you want this software before all those other features launch and we come out of beta, get in now with Matt and JoJo's code, Matt and JoJo, lowercase, all one word.
So the link is in the description in this video right here too. So make sure you guys go there if you want to sign up. It's a no-brainer. Like, it ain't ever going to be this cheap ever again.
And then you're grandfathered in at this price too. So that in itself is the reason to do it.
So one thing I do want to mention real quick before I wrap up and let you guys wrap up is we will always have a $50 price tag. I always want to help the small guy, and that will never, ever, ever change. I will never be like Workies, because I don't hate you guys. I am for the small person, the small man getting started. $50 will always exist. But what's going to happen is I'm going to take away the marketing tools and the phone call system and the call tracking, because those are very advanced features. So if you want all the advanced bells and whistles and everything Autopilot has to offer at the grandfather price, you have to get in now. So you may not want phone call tracking and phone and marketing tools and sequences and text blast and phone system and Facebook ads and Google ads and all these fancy bells and whistles. You might not need those right now, but that will be a little more money later. So if you got in now, your grandfather, you won't have to pay the $100 or the $150 a month to add all the bells and whistles, but we will always have the $50 plan, which will have every reviews, invoices, estimates, scheduling, clients, leads, online booking, everything you need to run a business. We will have the small man plan. Oh, I like that. The small man plan, the solopreneur plan.
The guy in the Prius, the guy in the Prius going up.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I got it. Hey, Matt and JoJo, we are coming up to 6 o'clock. So I just want to say thank you so much for having me. I'll let you guys wrap up the end of the show. And yeah.
All right. Well, you out of here or what?
No, I'm done talking right now. So, whenever you're done.
Somebody
has a question.
Yeah. Somebody said, did you say that Text Blast is included with Autopilot?
If you get in on this pricing, yes, because marketing tools will not be a part of the $50 a month plan when we come out of beta. We might come out of beta in 2 months. We might 3 months. It might not be till October. Something cool in October is happening. I can't talk about it right now. But yeah, when we come out of beta, you will have to pay more for marketing tools. So yes, it's included.
Okay. And anybody else headed to Austin this month to see these Austin?
Ooh!
So let us know if you're going to be in Austin.
Man, JoJo, are you going to be there?
We will. We're going to be there.
Yeah, we got our airplane tickets already. We'll be there. We'll be there chilling, eating some brisket, hanging out with all the real ones. Oh, I got a cramp in my leg. Oh, my goodness. Oh, shoot. Got to drink more water. But, yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Hey, My Choice Shipping, I have a question for you, just to play devil's advocate. Color psychology plays a huge role in influencing customer behavior. Using more inviting colors can create a sense of excitement. You should consider earth colors. Now, just to play devil's advocate, Jobber is green. Service Titan is blue, and they're worth 5 times more. Riddle me that. So I get what you're saying, but Service Titan is a $10 billion company. Jobber is a $3 billion company. House Call Pro is a $1 billion company. Facebook is a $1 billion company. All these other $1 billion companies are blue, and you're talking about one company that's green. Now, I get it. Psychology, yeah, purple, green. You don't want to use orange, but I get it. But how is the number one CRM in the world that just IPO'd, a $10 billion company, blue, the color that you don't like and you want me to switch to green? Just playing devil's advocate, I'm curious.
You see that light back there?
Oh, no. My Choice Shipping. Sorry, I'm not trying to be condescending. No. You're saying, understood, no one cares about colors. I'm not. No.
You're an asshole. Andrew, you're an asshole. That's all I got to say.
No, My Choice Shipping, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm asking you, can you please answer, how is that possible if their main competitor is 10 times bigger and they're blue? Sorry, keep going.
Okay, he told us you to go kick rocks, I think.
Oh, you know what's interesting? I'm going to weigh in on this a little bit. And maybe it's just my choice because, really so much has to do with what a person likes and everything. When people show me their logos and stuff, my eye is always drawn to a bright color with black. So that might be why I like autopilot, because you got those light colors with the black. We do yellow and black. Some people have this fluorescent green and black. I love those colors, and they're very eye-catching. When I decorate something and I want it to be very neutral, I do earth tones. And if you're doing a logo, I wouldn't want something neutral because it's not eye-catching.
Oh, what's up, Louis Vandervalk? I thank you, JoJo. And My Choice Shipping, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I was just asking.
So I got a question for everyone. Has everyone got their reviews back up? My reviews are finally back. They came back this afternoon. I lost 100 reviews and they all came back. So I'm thankful.
Did you lose 100 reviews?
I lost 100 reviews with that glitch that happened, but they all came back. I got 503.
Dude, my Facebook was just piled with people. Where's my? Was your Facebook just taken over by that?
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, it was crazy.
All right, cool. Well, yeah.
Hey, I'm going to end it with this real quick too, guys. Money back guarantee, grandfathered in. Early access, low price, all the features. You can only get in with their code. And the code is, if you you can download just go type in Autopilot Home Services in the App Store or Google Play Store, or go to autopilotapp.io, hit the login button. You can sign up on the website, and it doesn't matter. The invite code, you can only get in with an invite code. You cannot get in without it. Matt and JoJo.
That's easy to remember, right? Matt and
yeah,
Joe.
all lowercase, one word, no spaces.
So if you guys have a YouTube channel, leave a comment in the live comments and let people go to your channel. We got a bunch of people that have YouTube channels in here, and make sure you guys hop on this opportunity. Like Andrew, that's really a blessing to the junk removal industry. You're doing it that cheap right now for people. I mean, that's super cool. Money back guarantee, no contract. you ain't gonna find that
Yeah.
nowhere else. You know,
Yeah.
I love the CRM. I actually love it.
Yep.
No BS. We use it on
Yep.
the daily, and I'm just hoping that
and I like to be transparent too. I want to be honest with you guys. Matt and JoJo, they've been using it for 3 months now, and there's been bugs, but I get them fixed within a few days. And there's going to continue to be a few bugs, but it's never going to be anything devastating. You will never we will be out of the bug phase here soon. And Matt always texts me, and I'm like, he's like, hey, Andrew, there's a little bug. I go in, and that actually helps me help you guys. You guys coming in at this lower price and giving me feedback. Not only does it get you in at a lower price, you're a part of this journey. You can give me suggestions. You can give me feedback. And a year, 2 years from now, you can be like, yo, I helped Andrew get to that $1 billion level because I was one of those fucking people. And, you know, if you're an investor, cool, you'll profit that way too. But be a part of this journey. Like, I'm part of help the community, you know, so I think it's cool.
All right.
Well, I think that's
Gary,
it.
thank you.
All right. Well, I appreciate you hopping on here. We'll see you in about 6 days, I guess.
Yep. Yeah.
I know. 6 days.
Yeah. I'm
going to go work on my speech right now.
I'm kind of nervous with all these airplanes crashing everywhere. I'm like, oh.
Dude, no, don't say that. No. I'm driving, bro. Screw it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm scared of planes, man. Anyways, guys, as always, let me give you my outro. Success is often covered in dirt, but so was gold at one point. Toodles.
All right, you take it easy, brother.
All right, later, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. And just like that, if you want to get Autopilot, the CRM that's going to take over the junk industry, make sure you go down below to the link in the description and use invite code Matt and the JoJo.
Matt and JoJo.
You can't beat it. $50. I mean, I don't know how much Hulu is. I don't pay for it. You pay for it. Is it cheaper than that or not? I don't know.
No, it's, you know what? One of the best things is that you're grandfathered in. So later on, when there's all these other features, you know, that Autopilot's going to have, and obviously those features, they're going to cost more money, but not for you. If you sign up now and you use the code Matt and JoJo, you're grandfathered in at the price, at this introductory price, and it won't go up for you. And you can just give it a try and cancel at any time. You don't have to sign a contract. It's not like the other ones. So, you know, why not just give it a try and see how it works for you, especially if you are just starting your junk removal business. Start off right, start off professional, start off collecting money with, you know, with credit cards because it allows you to take payment. Start off giving professional invoices and, you know, letting your customers know that you're on the way and confirming, and then, you know, being able to send a link to get that review, which is going to help your business grow and is going to help you, you know, make more money. We all want to start a business and make more money, right? We want it to be successful, and having a help like a CRM like Autopilot will help you be very successful.
So Gary asked, do we use it full time? Yes, we do. And there's one commercial someone does. I don't know if it's a hair loss commercial, but the guy says, I'm an investor and I'm also a client. So yes, I use Autopilot.
I was thinking that earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier when you said I'm an investor, but not only is he an investor, but he uses it. He
every
uses
single
the
day.
Uses the product. So, you know, we're not going to tell you to use something if we're not able, you know, or willing to use it ourselves. So yes, we are using it.
And with that being said, we love all you guys. Smash that like button, give it a try. And the best part is, if you don't like it, you can call Andrew up yourself and tell him this sucks and I need my money back.
Or tell him why, and he'll like change it and fix it.
But
maybe.
I promise you, you will not say that. I love the Autopilot, and it's Autopilot or die over here, JoJo. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, just really quick. Do you watch our videos? Robert. So what do you guys feel about walking into real estate agencies to prospect? That's how we started. It's how we started. In the very, very beginning, we just, went online and found out where all the offices were. We actually split up because you can like cover more track, because this is time consuming. It takes time to do it. But we walked in with business cards and introduced ourselves, and, just let them know what we could do for them. And another tip, you don't have to do this, but if you do have a little bit of spending money, go to the dollar store, get a little bowl, get some of the dollar store candies, and ask if you can put that in the staff room. When we first did it, we left flyers and business cards in all the real estate people's boxes. And I have a feeling a lot of those ended up getting tossed out. So I really liked it when we went in there with a bowl full of candy and laid out our business cards around the bowl and kind of in the bowl, just kind of place them. I feel that only the people that, were thinking of using this service took a card. The people that wanted a card took a card. And I just think that it worked much better. But that's what we did. Yeah.
That's how we built our business. And with that being said, we love all you guys out there. And there's a lot of you that have YouTube channels that are watching us right now. So Lewis has a YouTube channel. You can check him out. Gary has a YouTube channel. You can check Gary out. Why don't you guys leave your YouTube channel in the comments? We have Mr. Yee in here. We got Mannequin Junk Removal in here. We got a bunch of YouTubers in here right now. So we'll let it go for a minute so people can check you guys out and go subscribe. I know Forget About It Junk Removal was in here. You can check out his channel. There's so many people you guys can check out and learn a lot of stuff from. And that's how we built our business, pretty much watching different people on YouTube and just taking little gold nuggets from it and using it in our business. And then we started making videos.
Yeah, just about every video you watch, there's at least one thing that you didn't know. You walk away knowing something that you didn't know before.
So no one wants to leave their YouTube channel in there. Mr. Yee left his. Mr. Yee.
Yeah, they're a husband and wife team.
Okay, right on.
Good for you. I just think this is such a good business for a husband and wife to do. It gives you something to both work towards and work together. I actually think it's real if you get along. Not everybody could work with their spouse. I get that. But if you do get along and you mesh really well together like we do, I think it actually strengthens your relationship. It gives you a common thing to work towards and, look forward to, something in common that you can talk about. And you both bring strengths and weaknesses. And if they complement each other just right, man, the sky's the limit when it's a good husband-wife team.
Oh, yeah. We accomplished so much in such a short period of time. 10 years ago, I was homeless on the streets. Me and the JoJo met about 8 years ago. I burnt her sandwich. We moved into an apartment complex, and we've been running our business for 7 years, and it keeps getting better and better and better. So one thing you don't want to do is don't quit on yourselves. Stay on the hustle, stay on the grind, believe in yourself and believe in your business, and don't listen to no BS out there that tells you you can't do it. One thing that helped us grow our business and be so successful is we had each other, and we both motivate each other, and we both believe in what our game plan was.
Goal is in our vision. Yeah. It's interesting because earlier today, on Facebook, memories pop up, and I almost shared it. Maybe I still will, but it was 7 years ago. It was a picture of our truck, and it was just saying, hey, we're starting this. He has a vision. Together, we're going to be a great team. I'm going to hit up all my friends to please like our business page. And we were just starting. And that popped up today.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it was 7 years ago today.
Why didn't you share it?
I will. I'm not a huge Facebook person. So when
you should have shared that, JoJo.
The day's not over. I'm going to share it. If you're a Facebook friend, you're going to see that because I will post it. Because I would have never thought 7 years later that we would end up like where we are today, because we have 2 dump trucks and we're busy every day and we have money in the bank and we have I feel a successful YouTube channel. People watch us.
JoJo,
motivate people.
JoJo, 7 years ago.
7 years
Hold
ago.
on.
Never would have thought.
Hold on. We were struggling 7 years ago. Let's keep it real with the viewers.
We were really struggling.
We were broke as hell. When we moved into our apartment complex, we had nothing. We're sitting on the floor.
We didn't even have a couch.
We had nothing. I remember when the fires happened. Guess what I grabbed out of the apartment complex?
The TV.
There was a $300 TV. I paid $300 for that TV. I remember I took a picture of it, put it on Facebook. Like, I got a new TV. It was $300. Everything around our town is burning up. And guess what Mr. Matt Vick ran in the house to grab? I grabbed that TV and my fishing shit, and I was out the door. That's how broke we were back in the day.
When we first moved
Let's keep it real.
When we moved into our apartment for the first time, we were sitting on the floor because we didn't have a couch. I can honestly say that when we moved into the apartment complex, we had less than anybody else in the whole apartment complex. And by the time we moved out, we probably had the most. We had so much stuff.
So if you're out there right now and you're watching this YouTube video and you're struggling, you're at a job you hate and you're thinking about starting a business, get out there and do it. Believe in yourself, go after it. Anything is possible, and you will struggle. Things will get hard. Just push through. Just push through and believe in yourself. And with that being said, we love all you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Yeah. And we just had a video hit 100K in 2 months. I can't believe it, JoJo.
See, that's great. It's great. Yeah.
All right. With that being said, we love all you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.